Emergency power, we closed that in about 3.5 months, which is almost unknown in our banking world to close a deal that fast. But it was also a testament to matching the efforts to the emergency and the crisis that we were facing at the time. And that emergency input required an innovative way of thinking. And just to be brief, what it actually involved was getting power inputs into the country, primarily from ESCOM to ZESCO, but then who's going to take ZESCO risk, because then you start worrying about repayments, etc. And then of course there are some stringent requirements that we're meeting with the IMF program that we're on. So therefore we needed to think of another way to do that, and that's where the intermediaries play a role. And GRICO stepped in as an intermediary to guarantee those repayments. How they structure in brief a way where they can bank and unbank payment through the electrons that ZESCO will ultimately be able to produce in the near future. So with that, that involves trading on the Southern African power pool. I must admit, when I first heard the solution, I just thought, there's no way our bank is gonna do this. But our team of technical experts just said, oh yeah, I think that's doable. So and we were able to close it in 3.5 months and meet that initial emergency. The other things that the credit enhancers also help us with is prolonging the tenure. So we can go in with 6-year debt. The credit enhancer stays in and takes it up to 13 years, which is what we've been able to do with the Caribbean North Bank Extension Program. So that's another one where one of the key things that we also needed to address was the Caribbean North Bank Extension has actually been in progress for probably 4 years before, but it was being done at a paced stage. But when the emergency hit us, that project needed to be speeded up. And that is why 30% was already there in equity, and we came in with the 70% of debt, which translates to $71 million. So again, there you're facing power going onto the grid. You don't want to put any more debt burden on the utility. So what we needed was a clear off-taker that we could see through, so that we know that the payments will come through. And in this particular case, we had First Quantum Minerals. The mines have a huge demand for power. Even now, with everything that's been done, there's still a huge gap to fill. So with the strong off-taker like First Quantum Minerals, we were able to structure the deal knowing that we would be able to guarantee the funds coming through for that. In fact, in the emergency power as well, a big part of that power also was underwritten by a mining off-taker, which is one of the main First Quantum mines.